Hey guys, VanBjorn20 back again, and today we're going to review Mutant Mud's collection on the Nintendo Switch. Here on the main menu you have a collection of 3 different games to choose from. The first one may look very familiar because the original Mutant Mud was released on the Nintendo 3DS in 2012, and 4 years later a remastered version called Mutant Mud Deluxe was released on the Wii U. That's basically what this game is. There's not much of a story here except you play as Max, who was in the middle of playing a video game when all of a sudden a meteor hits. Next thing you know, there are mutant muds everywhere, and it's up to you to get rid of them. Armed with a water gun, you will take out any muddy mutants in your way. The controls are very simple, with one button to shoot and another to jump, but don't be fooled because this game gets extremely hard. You also have a jetpack that lets you hover for a few seconds to help you jump across longer gaps. There are 100 golden diamonds scattered across each stage that can be collected. Most of these will be in plain sight, while others may be hidden in the background. You will be going into the background and into the foreground constantly every time you come across these special switches you can activate. This gameplay mechanic was absolutely amazing on the 3DS because of the 3D effect. It's still a lot of fun to do here, but since the Nintendo Switch isn't showing the 3D, it really does lose some of its charm. Every stage has a secret exit to find, which I absolutely loved. This basically doubles your gameplay because you will need to complete each stage twice in order to fully beat the game. In the hub world, you can see all the levels you completed by the doors with 3 lights over it. Having all 3 lights on means you did everything in that stage. One of the lights turn on after you get to the end of the stage and grab the water sprite, while another light will turn on after you collected all 100 diamonds. And the last and final light will turn on when you find and complete the secret exit. Finding the secret exits sometimes can be tricky, but most of the time they are hidden in the background. This game puts up one heck of a challenge, but if it's not hard enough for you, you can try the next game in this collection has to offer, Mutant Mud's Super Challenge. This game is more of a continuation rather than a sequel. The game picks up right where it left off, but this time around it's ridiculously harder. You will find this out right at the beginning when you discover the first stage isn't that nice friendly tutorial level like the previous game. Instead, they just assume you know how to play and throw stronger enemies at you. This game is pretty much the same as Mutant Mud Deluxe, except you will notice the platforming will require more precise jumps combined with using your jetpack. You will die a lot, and I mean a lot. This game feels ruthless at times, but luckily this time around there are checkpoints, so you won't have to start the level all over again. This game also adds something that the previous game was desperately missing, and that's boss fights. This really adds a lot of more fun with a nice change of pace. The last game in this collection has to offer is Mud Blocks. This is a puzzle game where you have to match the same color blocks to create chains to clear them off the board. Now there are plenty of puzzle games that do this, but what makes this one different is you can stack up a ton of blocks and choose when to activate the chains, because this will only happen when a special round blinking block is added to the mix. I almost felt like I was playing with dynamite, which I absolutely loved. You can play this game with your friends with a bunch of different modes to choose from, but I usually opted to play the 3-minute mode by myself to see how I could improve my high score. Speaking of high scores, there are leaderboards for all 3 of these games so you can see how you rank online or how you stack up against your friends. If you already picked this game up on your 3DS or downloaded on your Wii U years ago, it may be hard to justify buying this version just for the new game Mud Blocks. But if you've never played this game and you love challenging platformers, then this game is a must-buy.